guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, and also welcome to my part 2 of my form tips for glute growth. If you haven't watched part 1, make sure that you do, because I'm carrying on from that previous video. But yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna jump straight into this video. I've included, I think, about 5 exercises. If you need to know, like if you want more exercises, just let me know and I'll continue on with the series. But yeah, so far I've got 5 exercises. I'm just going to show you what you can do to adjust them and what you need to look out for, especially if you're trying to grow your glutes. So yeah, make sure that you're making notes. And if you enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure that you do. And yeah, I'm just gonna get started. First exercise is the hip thrust. So you're going to sit on the ground with a bench or stool or chair behind you. Whatever you use, make sure that it's not too tall for you. You want to be leaning your back and make sure that your shoulders are on the bench or stool. Okay? And then you want to make sure that also that the area where your bra strap, is, or shoulder blades, just the bottom of your shoulder blades is resting on the bench. And you're going to bring your feet to slightly towards you, like I am in the video. And then I'm going to raise your hips up. So you're going to drive them up to the top position, and your body should now be at a 90-degree angle. Okay, so the only thing really that should be moving is your hips. Notice how my hips are going up and then down. Okay, and also when they come up, notice how my feet and my body are at a 90-degree angle. My body up is straight and my feet are forming a 90-degree angle. Okay, if you should really be feeling this exercise in your glutes. If you're feeling it in your quads or your hamstrings or even your lower back, you need to adjust your position, okay? And then when you come up, you want to make sure that you're squeezing your glutes, okay? Squeeze those glutes, and also make sure that you aren't thrusting your hips too far forward. You want to make sure your tailbone is tucked in. If you watch the video on how to do the glute bridges, it's the same technique we're using here. Okay, squeeze your glutes at the top, slowly come down and up again, squeeze and down and squeeze and down. Okay, that's how you do hip thrusts. So I'm now going to show you the same movement, but this time around I am going to be using some weight. So when you're in the gym, this is how you would look like if you're using a barbell or even some dumbbell. I've got some dumbbell with me, so I'm going to show you what it looks like. So there we go. Placing my dumbbell on my pelvis, and I'm going to thrust it up and squeeze, down, up and squeeze. The reason I started without any weights is because I wanted to make sure that my form is correct, and I also wanted to make sure that I'm targeting my glutes properly. So anytime you're doing an exercise, always do it without weights first, just to get the mind-muscle connection going, and then you can add your weights later on. So if you don't have a dumbbell and you only have resistant band, you can go ahead and use those. And I'm just showing you here what it would look like if you had to use a resistant band. So you put it just above your knees, still the same movement, up and squeeze, down, up and squeeze, down, up and squeeze. What the resistant band is doing is basically making your muscles work harder because there's less blood flow going to that muscle. And then now I'm going to use the dumbbell and also the resistant band. So if you're looking to challenge yourself, you can go ahead and use both of them at the same time. So next up, we have the leg raises. So you're going to go on all fours, and you're going to keep your back straight and in a neutral position. Whatever you do, do not arch your back. You're going to stretch out one leg, and you're going to raise that leg up towards the ceiling, making sure you're pushing most of your weight with your heel. And then when you get to the top, you're going to squeeze and then bring it down, and squeeze at the top and bring it down. Now, if you want to make this harder, when you get to the top, try squeezing for 2 seconds instead of just the 1 second. So when you get up, you're going to bring it down, you get up, 1, 2, and then down. 1, 2, squeeze, down. 1, 2, squeeze, and then down. Like really make, like when you get to that top, do not forget to squeeze it. Otherwise, you're not really targeting, you're not working your glutes as much as you should be with this movement if you don't squeeze your glutes at the top. Okay, so you're going to do the same on the one on the other leg, and then we're going to go back to this leg and we're going to do the same movement. But this time around, I'm going to show you how you can make it harder. So if you get to a point where the squeeze leg at the top 2 seconds it's not the same anymore, you're going to pause at the top like I'm doing in the video. See, I'm pausing. So you could start with pausing 5 times. So while you're squeezing, just hold it there for at least like 5 seconds, and then once that's done, like you feel like you're stronger, hold it again for maybe 8 seconds and keep going. So my current favorite when it comes to working my glutes, my current favorite exercise is the glute focused lunge. So you're going to spread your legs as wide apart as is comfortable for you, okay? And then you're going to lean your upper body slightly forward, like I am in the video. So it's almost like in line with your back leg. And then you're going to sit on your front leg, like I am in the video. Sit and up. Okay, what that's doing is working your gluteus maximus on the one that's on your leg that's in front of you. So in the video is the glutes on my left leg. Okay, the gluteus maximus on my left leg. That's what it's working. I hope I'll explain that correctly. And then you're going to do as many as you can, or not as many as you can. Whatever you do on one leg, you want to do the same on the other leg. So I'm going to show you what it should look like on the other side. So see, there's a big gap, and then I'm going to go forward. See what that looks like? Yeah, there should be a big stretch. And when you come down, your leg should be at a 90-degree angle. Up, down, and up. You really want to feel that big stretch there, okay? Down. So your working leg is the one at the front, and the back leg, you're just using it for support, okay? And always when you do this, do make sure that you're leaning slightly forward, like with your upper body, because you really want to get that stretch when you come down at the bottom. You really want to get the stretch in your glutes. So if you want to challenge yourself, I'm going to show you what it should look like with your dumbbells. So you're going to grab your dumbbells with both hands on both sides. Again, make sure there's a big space between your legs. Lean forward and bend. There we go. And down and up and down and up. And when you push your body weight up, remember to really focus on bring your body weight up and pushing up with your heel. Okay, because you really want to target those glutes as much as you can. Down and up. Down, push up with your heel and up. Down, push up with your heel and up. Down, push up with your heel and up. And if you want to make it harder for yourself, make sure that when you come down, you pause for at least 2 seconds, because we need to increase that time under tension. Up next, we have the seated abductions. Now I'm going to show you how I do them in the gym. Usually I do them on a machine, but I'm going to show you what it looks like. So if you imagine where the band is, that's where the weight usually is, and I'm just going to move my feet outwards, okay? So make sure your feet are slightly, just like shoulder width apart, and you're going to lean your upper body slightly forward and push your butt back, okay? You want to create that stretch, and then I'm going to just slightly push my knees out, okay, and extend the band, okay? Just slightly move them out. And with this exercise, you really should be feeling it in your side glutes. If you aren't feeling it there, you're not doing it right. Okay, so when I work out at home, I like to do the same exercise, to do it this way, because it's what I'm used to from when working in the gym. But there's other ways that you can do the abductions, by the way. So I'm going to show you the other ways that you can do them in. But before I do that, I'm also going to show you what it needs to look like when someone is looking at you forward. So just to give you guys a different angle, this is what it should be looking like. All right. See how I'm pushing the band out as much as I can. Push it out and bring it back. Push it out and bring it back. If you want to make this harder, when you push it out, try staying there for 2 seconds. You really want to make those side glutes work. And this is what I feel like when I started doing this exercise a lot more, I started to see that super curvy figure. Because I feel like I'm not sure exactly the science behind it. I'm still, like, as you know, I'm still studying the science behind it. But I know that with the abductions, it really does help create a curvy figure. So another variation of the abductions is the laying abductions. So with this one, you lay on one side, you put your resistant band on just above your knees, and you put your feet together and you raise the leg on top above just like that. You push it out, and you push it out. I'm not a big fan of this one because I don't feel like I get a huge range of motion. Because I feel like with the whole gravity thing, I feel like it's pushing me down. It's just harder. So I don't feel like I really work my glutes, especially my side glutes, as hard as they could work, or as they do work when I'm just doing the exercise sitting down or even standing up. So it's up to you. If you feel like you don't like the sitting down, you want to try the laying down, I would give this one a go. Or if you don't like the laying down and you don't like the sitting down, I would do this next one I'm about to do. So this is like the fire hydrants. Again, the fire hydrants out in my eyes is basically like another version of the abductions. So you basically just you go on your all fours and you push one leg out to the side as high up as you can, and you bring it down. As high up as you can, and you bring it down. I'm not a big fan of doing this with the band because, again, I feel like my range of motion is restricted, and I feel like I can usually do a lot more sitting or standing. So the good thing about these exercises, guys, is that there is like different ways to work the same muscle group. You don't have to do the typical exercise if you aren't a big fan of them. You can find ways around it. So this, again, is like another way to work your side glutes. So again, if you're looking for that curvy figure, I highly recommend you do this. This is really good if you're to do it on a cable machine. But if you're working out from home, you can do it this way. So you can see I'm standing with my knees slightly bent, with the bend just above my knees, and I'm going to push my one leg out, and I'm not pushing it back, and I'm not pushing it to the side. I'm pushing it just like I'm not how to say, but like it's not directly to the side, but it's not directly to the back. It's like in that space in the middle between the back and the side, and I'm pushing it that way as far out as I can. And I'm bringing it back and doing the same on the other leg, okay? You really want to make sure with this one, again, I like this one because I feel like the range of movement, I can push my leg out as far wide out as I can. And I feel like I get a much better range of motion. And I feel it a lot more in my side glutes than if I'm to do the fire hydrants or if I'm to do the laying abductions. So again, it's up to you. If you don't like the other ones, try doing this one. If you don't like this one, try doing the other ones. As long as you get your abductions done one way or another, it's all up to you. Up next, we're going to do the walking squats. So you're going to stand with your feet wider than shoulder width apart. And then you're going to tilt your upper body slightly forward and then go down into a squat position, and then you're going to take big steps forward. Just coming up slightly to move, but still going back to that squat position, okay? And big steps forward and then big steps back. Forward and back. Big steps back, and go as low as you can. I'm not going as low as I can in this clip because I think I was feeling tired. But nonetheless, you need to go lower, okay? When they go low, you go lower. Anyway, I don't know why I came up with that. But yeah, you make your steps as big as you can, because with the bigger your steps and the wider your steps are, the lower that you can go down, all right? See, now I'm with a super wide stance, and I'm going to go big steps and down. Big and down. Also, if you want to make your glutes work harder, remember with glute exercises, you always want to make your glutes work super hard. Okay, when you want to put your glutes under pressure, when you come down, try and stay there for at least 2 seconds. Okay, and I'm going to show you how this would look with the dumbbell. See, I'm holding in dumbbell and I'm walking. See, I'm not just rushing through the movement. I'm staying down for at least a second. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. That's the tempo you need to keep, guys. Don't rush through the exercise. So remember that with each step, you need to focus on moving the weight up with your heel. Okay? Really focus on moving that weight up with your heel, whether you're going forwards or you're going backwards, because we want to target our glutes as much as possible and you want to put them to work because we need to see that growth. Don't forget that. So guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you found it very useful and I hope you apply some of the tips that I've shared when it comes to doing your glute workouts. Also, if there's any other videos you'd like to see from me or anything you want me to elaborate on, please do let me know. Also, if you want to follow me on my Instagram, I post like fitness content quite regularly, more on there. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, please go ahead and follow me, and I will leave my Instagram on the screen, and if I don't, I will make sure it's on the screen. I'll make sure it's on the screen. But I'm also gonna put it in the description bar. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And also make sure I'm going to be announcing details of a fitness challenge that's happening in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, make sure you follow me on my Instagram for the details. I'm gonna post them on there. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Goodbye.